honor their sacrifice, and I honor them.
Mr. Chairman, last week during the State of the Union address, the President announced he will work with Congress this year to repeal the law known as Don't Ask, Don't Tell. He subsequently directed the Department of Defense to begin the preparations necessary for a repeal of the current law and policy. I fully support the President's decision. The question before us is not whether the military prepares to make this change, but how we best prepare it.
And thank you for giving me the opportunity to discuss with you this very important matter. Speaking for myself and myself only, it is my personal belief that allowing gays and lesbians to serve openly would be the right thing to do. No matter how I look at this issue, I cannot escape being troubled by the fact that we have in place a policy which forces young men and women to lie about who they are in order to defend their fellow citizens.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman, and I want to thank Secretary Gates and Admiral Mullen for what's turning into a very long morning. This would be a substantial and controversial change to a policy that has been successful for 2 decades. It would also present yet another challenge to our military at a time of already tremendous stress and strain. Our men and women in uniform are fighting 2 wars, guarding the front lines against a global terrorist enemy.
Have allowed gay and lesbian service members to serve in their militaries. I believe that ending the policy would improve our military's capability and reflect our commitment to equal opportunity. I do not find the arguments that were used to justify Don't Ask, Don't Tell convincing when it took effect in 1993, and they're less so now.
Are you planning on going down tomorrow to the area?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll be down there.
Since I've been doing this.
Yeah, it's a tough one to be. You can't. My commander called me one day and said, "Oh, can you come see me?" And so I went in to see him, and then that's when he said, "Well, unfortunately, we're going to have to disenroll you from Air Force RGC due to homosexual conduct." I was ranked #1 in my class. I had just received my pilot slot, a few months before that. So definitely the type of person you want to get out of the military and not let serve. And that ended it. I mean, it just, just like that, based off of what one person said, ended my career of, my dream of getting to fly planes. I think I would be very happy. I'd be happy for several reasons. One, I've always thought it's been a bad law, since 1993. It just didn't make sense then. I think even the data the Pentagon had knew that it didn't make sense, but they implemented it anyways. So I'd be very grateful that they finally got rid of it, and mainly because we're fighting 2 wars. We can't afford to be kicking any patriotic Americans that want to serve our country out. And I think it's a real shame that now someone can go serve Iraq, Afghanistan 1, 2, 3 times. And then as soon as they find out they're gay, as soon as they get back to the U.S., just give them the boot. It's like, what does that say? What does that say as an American that we treat people this way? Okay. I mean, I'm hoping they say the right things. I'm hoping that they don't try to punt this down the road.